'em up. Look in MTV, number one. Number one. Me fla go ahead boss. Number one. Me fla hammer mass. Look in MTV, number one.
This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Prime Minister and opposition leader on student protest. Unlawful killings on the rise. And Team PNG to the Olympics return. A very good evening. This is National MTV News. I'm Natasha Avoy. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape has issued a strong warning against attempts by certain figures allegedly aligned with some opposition members of parliament to incite student protests against the government. Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition, Douglas Tumiriesa, has denounced Prime Minister in the strongest terms after he issued the statement insinuating that members of the opposition are trying to incite protests against his regime.
Statement follows reports indicating that these elements have been actively trying to infiltrate students across the country to stir up anti-government sentiment. PM Marape emphasized that students should not be influenced by anti-government elements attempting to provoke unrest. He then expressed concern that the nation is still recovering from the January 10, 2024 riot and looting, which resulted in an estimated of 2 billion kina in damages. He attributed these events to the actions of anti-government agitators. He said from their intelligence, certain opposition MPs have sent their agents to colleges and universities to stir up students to cause strife and infiltrate student leadership to run their political agenda. Prime Minister Marape also noted that the opposition now has the opportunity to properly file a vote of no confidence and comply with all the Section 145 requirements rather than incite students and the public. He said when Parliament resumes on Tuesday, September 3, 2024, they must ensure that the form is properly filed out for the Private Business Committee. Meanwhile, Mr. Tomuriesa described this statement as unbecoming and a new low point for Mr. Marape to try to shield criticism from his regime. Mr. Tomuriesa said the assertion that the opposition are trying to incite protest among universities is completely false. Mr. Tomuriesa said that Mr. Marape is simply trying to look for a scapegoat to blame should any protest arise and is another attempt to attack those who are standing up against him. The University of Papua New Guinea Student Representative Council released a statement yesterday stating that it is evident that the nation is going through one of the toughest and complicating times, where the effects of the nation's challenges has indeed affected the lives of every citizen and person living in PNG. It states the UPNG SRC has not issued any statement concerning these matters. Media statements regarding protest or any action that is to be taken by the SRC on this matter will be released under the SRC letterhead. Therefore, any statements or notices have been or is released without the SRC letterhead, and approval will be deemed false and illegal. The concerns of some UPNG students and their interest is initiating a protest has been reported informally to the SRC. However, SRC has asked that formal petitions must be submitted to the SRC for deliberation and consideration for further steps to be taken. Esther Gane, National MTV News.
A woman today was sentenced in the National Court of Justice to 10 years imprisonment and hard labor for manslaughter. Her sentencing followed a fight over a common de facto mail that resulted in the death of another woman. A case Justice Nicholas Miviri expressed was all too familiar. The Waigani National Court of Justice gave this sentencing to defendant Pauline Eliza Kaumi, who pleaded guilty to manslaughter in stabbing the deceased, Mary Potter, during a fight on the 11th of February 2023. The first-time offender was reported to have stabbed the deceased on the right elbow, severing a major blood vessel leading to death. The accused and the deceased have a common de facto male partner, a partner not recognized by church or state through wedlock, to whom the fight erupted over. Her crime breached Section 302 manslaughter, which states a person who unlawfully kills another under such circumstance as not to constitute willful murder, murder or infanticide is guilty of manslaughter. Judge Justice Miviri during the sentencing said, "Here is yet another killing over a common de facto male partner. There will always be bad blood where there is a man and two women involved and vice versa." His advice, as based on Christian values, one man and one woman in matrimony will see no evil. 20 cases were cited for this decision, alluding no short of crimes for such nature. A reality the state prosecution team attested to that saw more females prosecuted on. Meanwhile, Waigani's general crimes noted to receive 5 to 10 criminal cases monthly. Most of these cases registered include unlawful killings, willful murder, and rape. Unlawful killings were noted to have become prevalent in the recent years. Shadow Minister and Sinasina Yongumul MP Karanga Kua has commended the East Sepik law and justice apparatus for quickly dispensing justice in the wake of violence affecting the province. Mr. Kua issued specific commendation to the magistrate of the Wewak District Court for sentencing 165 criminals to prison for their participation in what can be described as a mayhem that took place in the province in the last 2 weeks. Mr. Kua said he was very pleased to see such action taken to retain normalcy. He highlighted the achievement as a new national record for the judiciary, which he said has a track record of dispensing justice in a slow manner. Mr. Kua added that part of the reason why crime is escalating is due to the very slow and never-ending adjournment of criminal cases in the court system. He said, while we understand each case has its own facts surrounding the case, it should be in the interest of justice for the aggrieved parties that decisions be dispensed in a timely manner. Telecom Limited announced its sponsorship as the bronze sponsor for the 30th Enga Cultural Show. Expressing their delight in collaborating with the Enga provincial government for this esteemed event. Fixed Marketing Officer Fei Wia said this is a first sponsorship towards the Enga Cultural Show.
Telecom Limited has committed a 10,000 kina sponsorship to support the 30th Enga Cultural Show by becoming the bronze sponsor for this cultural event in Wabek. Fixed Marketing Officer in Wabek, Fei Wia said the company's support underscores the significance of corporate partnerships in celebrating and preserving cultural traditions in Enga. Ms. Wia elaborated that Telecom is proud to working with the Enga provincial government.
Proud to be that bronze sponsor for the show. We've committed 10,000 kina, and this is our first sponsorship. So having our first retail shop opened in Enga province, we now would like to work together with the Enga provincial government and the people of Enga. So regardless of the fighting and all the talks that we've been hearing, Telecom, we are committed to serving Enga province. And therefore, we have given 10,000 kina, and we are the bronze sponsor. We look forward to working with the Enga provincial government, and we look forward to providing more services for the people of Enga.
Ms. Via said, on behalf of the company, she thanked the Enga provincial government for the opportunity and the people of Enga for being the best customer to Telecom. Meanwhile, the Enga provincial government has appreciated the Telecom company by presenting a gift to the company at the Ipus Oval in Wabek. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Wabek.
A constraint faced by the micro, small and medium enterprise owners is the access to acquiring available loans at commercial banks. This was stressed at the seminar presentation on Government MSME Credit Scheme hosted by the National Research Institute today.
The government has addressed this constraint through the introduction of a public-funded MSME credit facility with an initial allocation of 100 million kina in the 2019 supplementary budget and a further 200 million kina in 2020, 2021 and 2022 national budget. This fund was put into commercial banks, particularly Bank South Pacific and the National Development Bank, for lending to MSMEs. However, a research conducted into the impact of access to government-financed credit scheme provided to MSMEs in the country shows that access to this government-financed credit scheme is still a constraint. The Associate Professorial Research Fellow of PNG NRI, Dr. Francis Oduno, said people do not go to banks to acquire these loans due to the process.
They were asked to submit some other documents. Maybe they'd found that was a bit cumbersome and they stopped from there. They never bothered to look for what the bank was asking for. So a large number of people have not submitted what the banks require. Maybe they don't have it.
Statistics obtained from a land professor from the School of Business Studies at the University of Papua New Guinea today at the seminar showed that a high number of MSME owners are not registered under Investment Promotion Authority due to application fees and illiteracy. Dr. Oduno reiterates this.
Like now, IPA says they are now online. How many people have access to online services? Most of the people have these little phones with no internet access. So the business people small business people don't really have those tablets where they can use to fill forms online.
He said IPA should provide computers at the locations for customers to register for free.
IPA can have in one of their halls, provide computers, desktop computers, which are free, so that somebody can easily go, sit down, fill in the forms online, and then you go away.
Dr. Oduno said these computers can then be used for Internal Revenue Commission purposes. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are urged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest Telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 9 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. PNG Bible Translation Association had the Bible Bilum Forum today in Port Moresby to promote an advanced Bible translation throughout PNG. The forum aims for collaboration and partnership between the churches and the Bible translation partners.
The 3-day Bible Bilum Forum aims to empower the church leaders to embrace Bible translation. The chairman for PNG Bible Bilum Partnership, Vani Vua, said their goal is to reintroduce Bible translation to the churches across PNG.
This forum is a way of introducing Bible translation to our church leaders to sort of, for them to understand what is Bible translation and what are the technical aspects of it, and also administrative aspect of Bible translation. So when they are taking on board Bible translation efforts, we want them to work together with Bible translation organizations that are already established.
He said Bible translation is vital in PNG with so much language that we have.
To sort of talk about Bible translation to all the churches, and we want to encourage them and empower them to embrace Bible translation. Right now, all the churches in Papua New Guinea are more focused on evangelism work, church planting work, prayer, and all these other components of having a church already established.
Meanwhile, the committee member David Geller stressed the importance of pastors' training.
Big denominations, they take 4 to 6 years to train their own pastors. But nowadays, with so many different groups, they needed to have, pastors to be able to shepherd them. But the problem is they are not trained well to do it, so they might, not do a good job as the ones who may have a lot more training. So that
PNG Bible Forum Partnership Committee was formed back in 2022 following the South Pacific Bible Forum in Fiji. The committee and the Bible Bilum Forum organized events in the country for collaboration and partnership between churches in PNG and Bible Translation Organization National to empower and embrace Bible translation.
Papua New Guinea was part of the Salesian social communication delegates and laypeople from the East Asia Oceania region that joined their counterparts from other regions for the Worldwide Salesian Communication Conference. The theme of the conference was Shaping Tomorrow.
The event, co-organized by the Social Communication Sector of the Salesian Congregation and the Faculty of Social Communication Sciences at the Salesian Pontifical University, marked a significant milestone in the discourse on the evolving landscape of communication and was held in Rome, Italy from August 1 to August 7. The conference was aimed at building bridges for the future within the Church and the Salesian family, ensuring that actions and the use of digital technologies help shape young people into good Christians and honest citizens. Participants from East Asia Oceania provinces included representatives from Indonesia, Myanmar, Korea, China, the Philippines, Cambodia, Mongolia, Timor-Leste, Thailand, Vietnam, Australia, and the Vice Province of Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands. The week-long conference included informative sessions on topics such as epochal changes, digital culture, artificial intelligence, communication with migrants and refugees, evangelization practices on social media, and communication with the new generation. PNG and Solomon Islands Vice Province was represented by Father Ambrose Pereira, Social Communication Delegate and Coordinator for the East Asia Oceania region, together with Lucy Napitalai, a lay volunteer person. Both were challenged to be more present in the digital space and use it creatively to evangelize to young people in their digital playground. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands continue to hold media education seminar for schools in Port Moresby. These sessions are coordinated by CBC and facilitated by Father Ambrose Pereira and officers from the Catholic Bishops' Conference, where students are taken through topics on radio drama, videography, and writing. Tamara Agavi, National, MTV News.
The Department of Education hosted the Provincial Education Advisors Consultation Conference recently. This is a pivotal event in the lead-up to the regional public consultations for Papua New Guinea's Education Transformation Vision 2075.
These consultations will be held around the country from the 17th of September to the 1st of October. The workshop brought together 22 provincial education advisors to discuss and refine the strategic roadmap for transforming education for Papua New Guinea in the next 50 years. The key objectives of the workshop was to engage stakeholders and partners by facilitating meaningful discussions among the PEAs, educators, policymakers, and other stakeholders to gather insights and feedback on PNG ETV 2075. The one-day workshop was also aimed at preparing the PEAs for the upcoming regional public consultation in September, ensuring a cohesive and inclusive approach to gathering public input. The PNG ETV 2075 aligns with the national goals and directive principles of the National Constitution, PNG Vision 2050, and the Medium-Term Development Plan No. 4, focusing on quality education and skilled human capital. Tamara Agavi, National, MTV News.
The chairman of the National Information and Communications Technology Authority, or NICTA, Noel Mobiha, has confirmed through a statement that the licensing of Starlink in the country is now subject to a judicial review proceeding before the National Court of Justice at Waigani. 6 Papua New Guineans will embark to Australia to undergo training to boost PNG's access to profitable international organic produce market. This will be the first time Papua New Guinea will have locally trained inspectors. The inspectors' 14-day training is expected to conclude on August 23rd.
The training is through a partnership between the Australian government and PNG-based accreditation provider Paradise Review Services. The 6 are travelling to Adelaide in South Australia. The team will undertake 2 weeks of intensive training as National Association of Sustainable Agriculture Australia Organic Inspectors and Food Safety Management System Auditors. Much of the food produced in the country is organic, but farmers and other producers struggle to get access to the lucrative international organic produce market. This is largely due to a lack of local PNG organic certifiers with internationally recognized qualifications. Currently, certifiers need to be flown in from other countries like Australia. This makes the accreditation process difficult and expensive for PNG agribusinesses. The Australian High Commission Economics Councillor Nick Johnson elaborated that once this training is completed, PNG farmers will have on-the-ground access to internationally qualified organic food inspectors, which means it will be easier for PNG produce to compete in valuable overseas organic markets like Australia. The 6 will undertake further online instruction and on-the-ground training over the next 12 months. They will be fully qualified and ready to support PNG producers by August of 2025. Tamara Agavi, National MTV News.
And now we take a look at the NASFAN market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2576 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2501, 0.3740 Australian dollars, 0.2197 euro, and 36.36 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed higher. Crude oil is trading lower and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Mas lolo Joyce.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Research into black soldier fly larvae as a feed and fertilizer.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we discuss the emergence and potential of the innovative agricultural practice of black soldier fly farming.
Black soldier fly is a very important insect. Using black soldier fly makes it a farmer's friend, and to grow this insect simply requires the use of organic waste, any organic waste.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National MTV News. Now moving to overseas news. The Israeli Defense Force says it's taking threats of airstrikes from Iran and Iranian-backed Lebanese group Hezbollah seriously.
Israel has been at a heightened sense of preparedness, a heightened state of preparedness for a number of weeks now. But in the last couple of hours or so, speculation has ripped through the community that an attack from either Iran or Hezbollah is imminent. The Israeli Defense Force addressed the media and the nation on Monday night, trying to deal with some of that anxiety. Spokesperson Daniel Hagari saying that the IDF is at peak readiness.
Your preparedness and the vigilance, the public, are important to us. At the same time, at this stage, there is no change in the defence policy of the Home Front Command.
And after that message to the public, a warning to Iran and Hezbollah.
We have very broad attack plans and are highly prepared for execution. Hezbollah is planning to act. We are not waiting for the other side. We will attack all the time and remove threats as soon as we detect them.
An attack has been on the cards ever since the assassination of a senior Hezbollah commander in the Lebanese capital of Beirut, something that Israel has taken responsibility for, and the assassination of the Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in the Iranian capital Tehran, something that Israel has not commented on, but that the international community says is the work of Israel. Ever since Hamas announced yesterday that it would not be prepared to enter into fresh negotiations on a ceasefire and hostage deal with Israel, there is suggestions that the way could be cleared in the next couple of days before those talks were due to occur on Thursday for either Iran or Hezbollah to launch an attack. The White House seemingly has some intelligence, or at the very least deep concerns, that the situation is getting worse. It has sent a guided missile submarine to the Middle East in addition to an aircraft carrier strike group which was already en route, which has been told to hasten its journey to the region.
Thousands of people in Greece have been forced to flee their homes as fast-moving wildfire spread towards Athens.
Wildfires are common during summer in Greece, but they haven't come this close to the capital for 20 years. The flames raging on Athens' outskirts are being fuelled by strong winds, dry ground and temperatures above 40 degrees.
The wind would go in one direction and then in the other. The smoke was suffocating. You couldn't see. Your eyes teared up. You couldn't breathe.
On the ground and in the air, more than 700 firefighters are battling these blazes. Thousands of people are still being evacuated. These elderly residents were carried out by police. Some locals have been trying to hold back the flames themselves.
It hurts. We have grown up in the forest. We feel great sadness and anger.
While others, forced to flee overnight, are now returning home to heartbreak.
30 years.
June and July were the hottest months on record in Greece. People are sweltering in other parts of Europe too. The temperature soared past 40 degrees in Paris once the Olympics wrapped up, and it's officially the hottest day of the year in the UK at 34.8 degrees, which means there are more uncomfortably hot days ahead.
Ukraine says it has no interest in keeping the Russian land it occupies in the country's south.
Russian residents have now been forced to flee their homes, and dozens of villages have been seized by Ukrainian forces in Russia's Kursk region a week after its surprise cross-border attack. Video has started to emerge of captured Russian soldiers with their hands bound and their mouths gagged. Some have been forced to pledge their allegiance to Ukraine, and residents on the ground there are becoming increasingly frustrated with the Kremlin. And that's certainly not what President Vladimir Putin or Moscow wants its citizens nor the world to see.
They're basically saying that Ukraine is a threat to Russia, and they're really using this to shore up additional popular support. I think that they are trying to control the news around this quite tightly and make sure that the story that's coming out is as favourable for the Kremlin as it could be.
We've also heard from Ukraine's foreign ministry today, which has said that it has no interest in keeping the territory that it's gained and that it only wishes to protect its citizens.
Police have charged a woman for the murder of a 10-year-old girl in Gold Coast, Australia.
A police investigation is underway after a 10-year-old girl was found dead in a Gold Coast home last night. Now, emergency services were called to the home in the Gold Coast suburb of Carrara at about 6 p.m. last night. They found the girl to be unresponsive and she was then pronounced dead. A few hours later, at about 25 past 10, police located a 46-year-old Carrara woman nearby and she was taken into custody. Now, this morning, that woman has been charged with murder and she's due to face the Southport Magistrates Court this morning.
Julia, how has the community reacted there?
Emmanuel College, which is a school nearby, has confirmed that the 10-year-old girl is one of their students, and they put out a statement saying that they're devastated by the tragic passing of one of our students last night. They've said they're providing support and counselling to their staff, students and community as they deal with the sudden death. So I'm sure that it would be a hard day for everyone.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are edged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest Telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
We are your total advertising provider. We are your trusted classifieds provider in PNG, providing print directory services to our customers since the inception of Telecom PNG in this country. Our customers are our assets. To give more value to our customers, we are now introducing the online classifieds, which covers both yellow and white pages. Get your business online now. It provides easy, accessible, and convenient service to all your customers. For all your advertising needs, call 325-8344 or email sales@yellowpages.com.pg. Yellow Pages, your total advertising provider for all your advertising needs.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 9 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. The Papua New Guinea Olympic team's arrival started today with its general management team arriving at the Jacksons International Airport. Taekwondo athletes Kevin Kasman and Gibson Mara are to arrive later in the evening.
On arrival was the general management team, where the chief team mission, Ryan Pinney, gave a rundown of the team's performance in the Paris 2024 Olympics.
You'll probably remember as we were departing, we had 6 athletes on the roster, and John got the call up pretty late as a late withdrawal from another athlete, so we were fortunate to get him there, and he was fighting on the first night against who ended up being the gold medalist, so a huge achievement by John. 2 swimmers swimming great times. Josh swam a tremendous 100 freestyle and a personal best time for him, which is really good to see. He's been based over in Thailand for a number of months, so seeing that progression take place and seeing him reap the benefits of being away and dedicating himself to that. Georgia Lee also swam very well. Her comments from the race, her 50-metre race, was just all a blur. So she came out of that later on.
Mr. Pinney said Morea Baru is an amazing athlete and so humbled he came in 5th, which was an amazing achievement for the team and country. For Taekwondo, Kevin Kasman and Gibson Mara, having it been their first debut, did extremely well.
Them coming to the world stage like this and fight some very, very tough opponents. I can remember, and Kevin did amazing, but I can remember Gibson coming out just absolutely
on a well-renowned stage. Mr. Pinney went on to congratulate the athletes.
Look, really, really well done. Tough competition at the world stage, so it's pretty tough to expect anything more. I think our athletes did.
Mr. Pinney said out of the 7 athletes, 5 had made their first ever debuts, where he proudly called them Olympians. Claire Mauta, Chukai Sports.
The PNG Air Highlands Momaset Championship was conducted recently at the National Sports Institute in Goroka. A number of field events were conducted, as well as the usual track events. Standout performer in the field events was Lucas Osida of Leh, who won the men's javelin with 56.95 meters and discus with 34.41 meters. Hepzibah Romalus from Leh was dominant in the under-18 women's sprint, winning the 100 meter in 12.8 seconds and 200 meter in 27.8 seconds. In the longer events for the under-18 division, Anna Kaugla from Gambog, Simbu province was dominant, winning both the 1,500 meter and the 3,000 meter. For the open division, the men's sprints were dominated by Pacific Games 400 meter gold medalist Benjamin Aliel, who won the 100 meter, 200 meter and 400 meter events. Goroka-based Lot Samare won the 800 meter and was second in the 1,500 meter, which was won by Pacific Games rep Israel Takap. Karawagi's Rex Gant came up on top in the men's 3,000 meters. In the open women's events, Denlin Kinbagi took gold in the 100 meter. And the national rep Scholastica Herman won the 3,000 meter in good time of 11 minutes and 49 seconds. The Port Moresby Soccer Association ends Week 14 of Round 2 on a high note. Week 14 points ladder have teams neck to neck with 1 to 3 points difference as each week passes.
After another tough and intense week of full-on matches in the 6 divisions of the association, you have the following teams leading the ladder. In the under-19 men's youth, FC Genesis are leading with 43 points, Cloudy Bay in second with 38 points, Keleruna in third placing with 35 points, and Munkas in fourth with 33 points. Men's Division 1, Cloudy Bay leading with 29 points, Men's Division 2, Borders leading with 31 points. Men's Division 3, Defense leading with 39 points. In the Men's Premier, Munkas is leading with 29 points, PS Roots with 27 points, City Strikers with 26 points, and University SC with 25 points. Meanwhile, in the Women's Premier, Munkas is also leading with 40 points, Finance with 36 points, University SC with 31 points, and FC Genesis with also 31 points. Munkas, a team to reckon with, is seen leading the men's and women's premier, have shown true teamwork and has been leading. With Week 15 coming up this weekend, teams will vie to place in the top 4. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number one, super teacher MSME. Number one's for everyone on land and on the sea. For everyone. No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Proud snackers, snack out loud. Because when boring gets in the way, Fanta comes out to play. Snack in the name of play.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom, more bundles. Top up now.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, we hear an update from Capital Rugby Union's General Manager Eddie Galele about the CRU 2024 season.
Give an environment where our players and officials could thrive.
And we speak to Cricket PNG's Norman Vanua about his recent appointment as club coach for the Western Creek Club. Sports Scene this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Kina Bank has presented a check of 100,000 kina to the Lay Biscuit Company and Lay Snacks Tigers yesterday to support their initiative in school rugby program.
Lay Schools Rugby League has received 100,000 kina from Kina Bank to support the program and the sporting code in the province.
Kina Bank is very proud to support Junior Rugby League, and we're very proud to partner with Lay Snacks Tigers and in their program in supporting the Lay Schools Rugby League program. One of the best organised sporting competitions in Papua New Guinea, and so that makes it very easy for businesses like Kina Bank to support. So for this year we're coming in with 100,000 to support the program, and obviously we look to continue our further support in the future with sports in Lay.
This was further explained by Chief Operating Officer for Kina Bank. Mr. Iwasi added that this further reinforces the bank's commitment to youth development and community engagement in the region. Lay Biscuit CEO Mr. Ian Chow received the check presented and thanked Kina Bank for the recognition and support.
Thank you very much, Kina Bank, for joining and supporting the junior program in Lay. Lay has the best junior program, and we really need the help of corporate companies to come on board, and Kina Bank has accepted and joining us this year and next year, especially for the men and the ladies. I believe it will be a very successful partnership, and we already can see the boys are doing well and the ladies are coming up as well. So currently the Lay boys are 5 years champion of Papua New Guinea, the national team, and they just won in Goroka.
Coordinator of the Lay School Rugby League and principal of Bugendi Secondary School, Mr. Dennis Mile, commended the support and emphasized that the sports has greatly contributed to curbing school fights in Lay.
School program is because we have different schools, primary and secondary schools participating in the program. That creates a relationship between the boys from different schools, and that's one of those vessels. Rugby League is used as a vessel to reduce that school fights that we have been experiencing in the city. So Rugby League is in the forefront with the teachers and students, and we're taking the front line zero tolerance on this issue.
This partnership will continue into the next year, with Kina Bank announcing its support of 2 years. Jessica Nui, Trukai Sports, Lay.
Moresby Province will kick off this week with the Northern Confederation trials at the Lay Rugby League field for both the men and women's teams, leading up to the Confederate Championships at the end of the month. The trials will start tomorrow at 11 a.m. with the Under-20 men division, where the Lay League Team 1 will take on the Moresby Country League, and at 12 p.m. Team 2 will play Bulolo. Lay League 1 and 2 will play each other, and then Bulolo versus Moresby Country League. Friday trials will be the Women's Open Division to play teams as Thursday's game lineup. Saturday, the Men's A Division will kick off early at 10 a.m., where the Lay League, Bulolo and Moresby Country League will play each other, with Unitec entering the trials in this division to wrap up the trials. The Holly Queens Rugby Union Club in Lay has received its new set of jerseys from sponsor Honeybrooks.
The new jerseys were given to the men's B grade and women's team for the club at Honeybrooks head office in 9 Mile last Friday. Honeybrooks CEO Matthew Lewis said they have been supporting the club for a long time and will continue to show their support to the club in the coming years.
Brooks have been supporting the Harlequins for a few decades, and we are very proud to get behind such a awesome sport, rugby union, and we're going to continue to support the Harlequins going forward because we love the game and we love giving young people the opportunity to play sport that they're very passionate about. So that's great.
Meanwhile, club president Francis Miria expressed gratitude to Honeybrooks for being their major sponsor for 20 plus years.
We're very grateful for Honeybrooks for sponsoring us for like 20 plus years. I'm very grateful.
Mr. Miria said the club is part of the Moresby Rugby Union Association with 3 divisions that includes the A grades, premiers and ladies. He said they have been doing well so far and are expected to be on the top.
Part of Moresby Rugby Union Association here in Lay, and we have 3 divisions. We have the A grade, the premiers, and the ladies. So far we've been doing well. The premiers are second on the ladder. The ladies are first, and the A grade are at bottom 8, but they'll be coming up this second round.
Lance Dixon, Chukai Sports, Lay.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are edged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest Telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 9. airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And now we'll look at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly sunny with chances of few showers and drizzles. And Popondetta, few showers with possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, mostly fine with chance of showers and drizzles. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible brief showers and thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with rain showers. And Buka, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly sunny with rain showers. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, partly cloudy with some rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 14th of August, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush, brush. Everybody is up, up, up. Everybody now brush, brush, brush.
Coming up next, 7 p.m. Kai Time, 7:30 p.m. Talk PC News Headlines, followed by Vocal Fusion.